to the service of worship and the celebration of their action. I ask you from this point on in the service to please refrain from taking any pictures.
let 14-year-olds in the bars.
You are in Manitoba and the legal drinking age is 20.
We'll be on camera. Yeah, we're going to play pool.
Okay. Hey, do they know where the reception is and at what time?
Hey? The seat for the car one. Well, he can help you.
I know, but when did we have a chance?
Sorry. Hold it there. Just a minute. Oh, that's lovely. Looks like I guess they're at
Good. Okay.
Geraldine?
Are you going to throw anything on you? No, right? It's not going to happen? No.
This car's terrific. Thank you. Your camera.
Say something.
Yeah.
Talk or move or do something.
Can you believe I did it? Without fainting.
You faint tomorrow, love. Yeah, I did 3 each for the kids. Right from the time they were little.
And she did one for Valerie and one for Terry. And then of course,
They're nice to have, aren't they? Nice to look back on. I know anytime anyone came, everything was in a shoebox.
Yes, next door.
That's a doctor. Oh, what's she doing, John? Maybe we can make it over to you.
That's right.
But please go easy on them if they have a very long night ahead of them. And now I'd like to call upon Stephen Karaz for tonight's blessing on the meal. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which are yours, thy body, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Clinton. Tommy. What is that? Stay at Auntie Betty's.
Sounds pretty fishy to me.
Come on, Dad.
Just block that.
Come on, Dad. Okay, I'll go tell her it's okay.
Moon River.
We're that bad.
How wasn't that bad?
I wasn't singing it, I was listening to you, and you were doing such a good job. And then I've seen it on there, he's trying to make me back. Oh, it's just, that was pretty awesome.
First of all, don't believe anything you see in this little pink book, or any pictures on the wall. So we'll just sort of, I don't know where they got those and who posted them, but I have no idea. I'd like to introduce you to the guests and a few important people out in the audience. First of all, I wanted to introduce the young lady who did this fine job as the flower girl, and she's Lyle's niece, and it's Krista Clark. And then we have Lyle's mother, Chris Bukes. And I don't know where she is. She used to be sitting in that vacant table right over there. Nice lady. You'll get to meet her. Then we also have the bride's parents. We have Les and Betty Poehler, right at this table right over here. And now at the main table here in the middle, we have to the groom's far right, a young man who's so in love with the idea. This is someone who's given mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to a squirrel. A rabbit, or a rabbit. One of those kind of rodent things, I don't know. This is the boyfriend to Lyle's sister, Maria, and this is Ron Peltier. I touched it down. Okay. To the groom's immediate left, we have that empty chair right there. This is a gentleman who needs no introduction, and he's a very good friend of Jerry and Lyle, and that, of course, is myself. I'm Randy Batassi. Yeah, no, I usually don't make appearances, so this is the empty chair. It's actually more than fitting. Yeah. Okay. To the brides, I have the active directions going. To the bride's far right, we have a young lady who we were very lucky to drag away from the city's new bingo palaces. Someone who just managed to pull her ensemble together moments before the ceremony. This is Jerry's sister, and this is Vicki Winter. Oh, then we'll be here for hours. No, to the bride's immediate left, we have a woman who replaced posters of nude men over her bed with one image. Someone who's a newlywed herself and who just celebrated her first anniversary. This is a good friend of Jerry's, and her name is Karen Hovercroft. I still want to say the old name. Hovercroft. Hovercroft? We have the center stage, a couple who likes to dress up in costumes in public. God knows what they like to do in private. We have the newly minted Mr. and Mrs. Bukes. Now I'm supposed to tell you about the out-of-town guests. And it probably would be faster if I just asked who was from Winnipeg, but we'll go through this here and see if we can get this right. I won't get these names right, I know. We have Lyle's mother, Crystal Bukes from Red Lake. She just keeps moving on me, confusing. Leonie Bukes. Leonie? Yeah. Okay, from Red Lake. These names, I'd love to have Smith in here somewhere. Michael Tompkins from Red Lake. I need a translator. Yeah, this is Ernie and Betty Burdenup. Virginia. And we have Trenton Clinton Virginiac, also from Brandon, Manitoba. We have, this goes on forever here. We have a Darren Virginiac and Aaron from Brandon, Manitoba. I have to pronounce the name, you have to stand up. It's part of the package. Okay, then we have a Lauren and Helen Clark from Ignis, Ontario. And then we have Adam and Krista Clark from Ignis, Ontario. And then we have an Emery, Isabel, Stephen, Stephen, and is that how you pronounce it? Julian Gall from Montreal, Quebec. We also have a Julius and a Margaret Gall from Plumas, Canada. We have an Arnold and Marlene Gall from Plymouth. We have a Dean and Tammy Gall from Plymouth. We have Clive and Karen Howcroft from Thunder Bay. I got that right that time. Karen's there. Clive is there. We have an Adam and Pat Jankowski from Red Lake. Good personality, okay. Now we have, Becca's going to kill me for this pronunciation. We have a Mrs. Demels, my friend. I only work at St. Boniface Hospital, I can't do that. From Red Lake, Ontario. And we have a Don and Kathy Norden family from Red Lake, Ontario. The last one here, Larry and Sylvia, oh God help me, Yan Chisholm from Kuwait, Ontario. Now, have I missed anyone that lives anywhere else but Winnipeg? Oh, who do we miss?
Bob and Sally.
Oh, we crossed them out. That's right.
We're getting along with the fast game.
We have a Bob and Sally Rose from Red Lake, Ontario.
I think I moved into Lyle's town when he was about 2 years old, and I kind of watched him grow up. He spent a lot of time with my son and a lot of time in my yard, and a lot of time across from my yard playing Crocodile Dundee with the frogs. Well, he stole all the chickens. His mother's got all the chickens now. Anyway, there was a lot of good things about Lyle. He was a good kid. I'm not really stumped. I'm just trying to think of all the things that I wanted to say about you, and it's kind of difficult to. And mixed. Well, it's okay in mixed company. Some of the nicer things about Lyle were things like he didn't listen very well. Those are the minor things. I can remember, saying, "Lyle, Jesus Christ, don't ride your three-wheeler up the hill and do wheelies on the hill." I don't know. He was what, 10 years old or 12 years old then? Well, of course, Lyle didn't listen. Guess what happened? They pulled him out of the bush somewhere with a four-wheeler. He wasn't listening. So that was some of the better things about Lyle. There was a time that Lyle almost disappeared. We thought we lost Lyle. I was on my way home from work, and Lyle and his friends were sliding down the hill. On one of these crazy carpets, or one of those things? Was that what was Lyle? Yeah. No, that wasn't you. Yeah. You got shit for that one too, didn't you? You remember that? Yeah. Anyway, good old Lyle, he comes sliding down the hill as I was pulling up the car. Of course, by the time I realized young fellas coming down the hill sliding down the hill towards you, try and put her in reverse, meanwhile Lyle goes under the car. And as I keep going backwards, there's no Lyle in front of me. I keep going back and back and back and back. I guess the timing was just right, those slippery carpets around the other car. Those are the good things about Lyle. Then there was some of the surprising things I found about Lyle. And one time going through his collection, he had these, what do they call those build-a-set?
Lego.
Well, Lego mechanics or mechano or whatever. You know, and amongst all that stuff, there's a container that says erection cream. and hardener. You know, I sort of associate these things with buildings. Erection cream. You know, the thing was that the instructions in the bundle didn't really call for erecting any buildings.
That's all a lie, honestly.
Is that a lie, Lyle? Why are you turning a little red? That wasn't all that bad either. Then I find out that Lyle, you know, I should go back a little bit. Kids, you know, play doctor. They all have little doctor scenarios. They all get together either under the porch someplace or in the garages or wherever. Well, Lyle's episode took place under the porch. But he wasn't playing doctor. He was having a show put on. Some of the local girls are doing striptease acts. And so help me God, this is the truth. I'm not embellishing anything here. This is the truth. So anyway, those are some of the things that I experienced my years with Lyle. I kind of appreciated him over the years calling me uncle. I'm not really his uncle, but I'd like him to think that I am. And I'll always be his uncle whenever he wants. So that's kind of close to my heart. That's a little more on the serious side. Oh, there was something else, Lyle, before I finish. No, I got somebody asked me to give you a gift. They're returning something. There's a little thing that says here, for the man who has it all. I didn't read it. A young girl gave it to me just before we were leaving Red Lake. She caught me as we were going down the street. A girl in Sarah Olson, by the way, one of your neighbors. And it says, for a man who has it all. And we'll see what it is. I don't know if that's a balloon or what it is. And I think she wrote a little note in here to go along with that. And it says, Dear Lyle, I am returning this with Adam. I'm sorry you could never fill it for me. I hope Geraldine has more success. Signed, Cindy. And it says, P.S. I kept the flowers. Anyway, I think it would be real appropriate if I gave a toast to Lyle for allowing me to know him for all these years and thanking him for letting me be his uncle. So here's to Lyle. Was that okay, Lyle?
That's enough.
Oh, this is good.
You want to pass that around?
Sure.
Thanks, Adam. Okay, now we'd like to please join me in welcoming Jerry's aunt, Margaret Gall, who's going to give the toast to the bride. She thought she could get away with that ring.
Geraldine and Lyle, I am honored to have the opportunity to speak a few words on this your special day. Just a short summary of Geraldine's childhood. The first time we met Geraldine, she was just a baby at Petersfield, and we brought her home with us to Plumas as her mother had to be hospitalized. Needless to say, both Julius and I, with our children, Emery, Arnold, and Betty, fell in love with her and enjoyed taking care of her. Throughout the years, a strong bond grew between us as she continued to visit with us summer holidays, Christmas holidays, etc. She brought much joy into our lives with her wit and cute, innocent ways. I will now tell you about one funny incident, but there were many. This day, we were busy plucking chickens in our basement with daughter Betty helping, and Geraldine was about, I would say, around 4 years old. She was after Betty to go out to play with her, but she got tired of waiting for her, so she decided to go out by herself. After a while, I went out to check on her. I heard a loud shout from her saying, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" I asked her what she was doing. She said she was milking a cow. Of course, I realized that she must have overheard Uncle Julius while she was in the yard with us, milking. Incidentally, she wasn't sitting under a cow. She was only pretending. In conclusion, I would like to leave you, Geraldine and I, with a bit of advice for a good lasting marriage coming from your aunt who has been married for almost 53 years to the same man. Have faith and trust in each other and in our God. God bless you both. So now, Geraldine, I would like to propose and toast to you, everyone. Please join me in toasting the bride. I didn't bring my glass. Bride.
She read it to me on the phone the other night. I'm just about crying then. Yeah, that's nice.
Where's my toasted bride there, my wine?
Right here, right in front
Oh,
of
it's right there. Oh.
Right here.
Oh.
Get it closer.
Thanks very much, Margaret. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for Lyle and Jerry Bukes.
I guess I'm supposed to talk to this. Brian's supposed to talk. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming down.
Did you ask Jerry first?
You want to go first? I swear, Uncle Adam, I did fit that in. As you can see, it is unraveled.
It's not a sock on.
The roast is over. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming down, and hopefully the meals were good. Everybody's full and having a good time. I overheard somebody saying about a wedding that what he owns is his and what she owns is hers, but once they get married, what he owns is hers and what she owns is theirs. So I guess everything I own is hers now. I don't own anything. But I'd just like to thank everybody for coming down, and hopefully everybody has a good time. I'd like to let my bride now speak.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming down this evening and hope you all enjoy yourself. I'd like to give special thanks to Florence Dupanes for doing my dress up for me, finishing it this morning. And I'd like to thank everyone that came from out of town, Red Lake and the rest of Manitoba and Montreal. And all of you enjoyed the rest of the evening. And thank you especially to Karen for coming out, to my maid of honor, and Randy. And Ron, and Vicky, and my mom and dad.
Actually, thank Randy for showing up on time. Thank you very much.
Sarcastic people, I don't know. Okay, folks, when in closing, I have 2 comments to make. One is we'd appreciate, if you haven't signed the book, please do if you're on the way out. Not that you have to leave now. And we'd like a round of applause for the Supper Club for their attentive service and their great meal. So, please just enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll be here.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we're going to start things off with Geraldine and Lyle. To please come on out to the dance floor. We're going to start the first waltz for them.